Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video, you will learn how to self-hypnotize to achieve your highest potential in any area of your life. This technique is based on the teachings of a renowned hypnotist named Daniel. As early as 7th grade, he overcame his learning difficulties through this technique. He managed to increase both his focus and his grades in an impressive way. But that's not all. He claims that the moment you apply the exercise we'll show you here, and make it a nightly ritual, you'll notice that in just 2 weeks, you'll start feeling more confident. You'll also feel more motivated and even more productive in your daily activities. And believe me, you'll want to test this technique after learning about it. After all, this is the same technique he has already taught to more than 70,000 people around the world. Among these people are high-level athletes who seek to improve their sports performance. Also, business people who need to make important decisions under pressure every day. Artists who want to enhance their creativity and expression. And students who want to elevate their academic performance to the maximum. But there are also those people who just want to improve their quality of life. These people can also equally benefit from this same powerful technique. First of all, I want you to think about how this ability would be useful to you specifically. If you're preparing for a competitive exam, for example, you might want to use it to eliminate anxiety before and during the test, or perhaps to develop a more powerful memory and retain more information. If your interest is related to the business world, perhaps you want to be more productive, or more creative and efficient, and as a result, earn more money with less mental effort. And the most interesting thing about this is that this entire process first begins in the mind. Only afterward is it materialized in the real world through your actions and habits. Many people go to bed stressed and the next day wake up worried and anxious. This is a big problem in society today, and perhaps you experience this too. Because when we don't have good thoughts, we don't feel good about ourselves. And when we don't feel good, we don't act well in our daily lives. And when we don't act well, our results aren't good either, which ends up being a cycle. This leads to more negative thoughts, creating a negative loop that makes you enter a wave of self-destruction. For this reason, we will focus on how to improve your thoughts and program your mind for success. Just as highly efficient software is programmed, we are going to reprogram your mind. We need to do this because your mind has been programmed since the moment you were born. This programming happens through society, religion, the advertisements we see every day, also through your social circle, but also by yourself and your constant self-criticism. You are telling yourself things that are creating limiting thought patterns. And this thought is creating a feeling about you and your capabilities. And this feeling is generating an action that somehow influences your body and your results. So, one thing is certain. We become what we consistently think. It's time to eliminate these negative external programming from your subconscious and start programming ourselves to think, feel, and act better in all areas of life. Now, I want you to do a practical exercise that will help you better understand what hypnosis is and how your body responds to your thoughts automatically without you noticing. The instructions are as follows. Take your hands and join them in front of you. Then, raise your 2 index fingers and leave them in this position, pointing at each other. Hold on, because in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I reach 3, I want you to do 3 things. Don't worry, this won't make you fall asleep or cast any black magic on you. The moment I count to 3, first separate your 2 index fingers. Second, stare at them, keeping your attention completely focused on them. And third, pay attention to my voice as I describe what is happening. The moment you do this, you will see something incredible happen with your own fingers. So get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Separate your fingers and stare at them. Your fingers want to touch. Imagine that your fingers are like 2 magnets pulling each other closer and closer. The force of these magnets is very strong, and it's almost inevitable that they will touch at some point. The space between them gets smaller and smaller until they finally touch each other, and they seem to have been glued by an invisible force. Feel that magnetic connection. That's fine. You may have felt a strange sensation, but just separate them and shake your hands. This way, everything will return to normal and you will no longer feel that magnetic sensation. If this worked for you, congratulations. You have just been hypnotized in a simple and safe way. That's it, there's no witchcraft behind it or anything like that, as some people mistakenly think. This is just one of the states that the mind enters, known as a light hypnotic state. This occurs several times during the day in a natural way, without you even realizing it's happening. Let me give you an example. If you drive, you must have lost count of how many times this has happened. You get in the car and drive toward your usual destination, like work or home. Suddenly you arrive at the location and have no idea how you got there, as if you were on autopilot. This is familiar to you, isn't it? This even has a name. It's called highway hypnosis, a well-documented phenomenon. But let's look at another everyday example. You're talking to a person next to you. They are typing something on WhatsApp, but they are so focused on that message that you could have been talking to them for 2 minutes straight, and they'll have no idea what you said. This is hypnosis, a natural focus state of the mind. And you'll now learn one of the ways to use it to your advantage. When we fall asleep at night, we enter a natural receptive state, similar to what happened in the finger exercise. In the exercise, you thought about what I said, visualized it mentally, and your body acted congruently with your thoughts. The same thing happens when you fall asleep. You enter a state highly receptive to any suggestion. Since this happens naturally every night, you should take advantage of this state for your personal evolution. So, in the last 5 minutes before going to sleep, instead of worrying about what will happen the next day, or being anxious about what will happen next week, do the following self-hypnosis exercise. Think about what you would like to accomplish in your life to become a better and more fulfilled person. You literally need to play a movie in your head about the person you want to be in the future. But if you're not sure about who you want to be in the not-so-near future, simplify the process. You can simply think about how you want your next day to be, with positive and productive results. If there's something that will happen the next day that has the potential to stress you out, or make you lose sleep due to anxiety, such as an important meeting, or a job interview, an entrance exam or competition, use the technique to visualize success. As soon as you lie down in bed to sleep at night, visualize yourself in that job interview. See yourself with your head held high and with conviction in your words, perfectly answering the questions. Imagine what it would be like to wake up on a beautiful morning, have your coffee, and get ready to go to that job you want so much. If you have a test the next day, imagine yourself entering the room and solving all those questions. See yourself with your maximum effort, feeling comfortable with the situation because you've studied so much. And then leaving that room with the confidence that you did your best and did well on the assessment. When you start creating these positive images in your head, the chances of that happening increase dramatically. So remember, as soon as you fall asleep, you enter the mental state that will conceive all thoughts. Those that were in your mind minutes before falling asleep will be processed by your subconscious during the night. So once again, take advantage of this. It costs nothing and only takes 5 minutes of your night. And in just 2 weeks, you will already notice an improvement in the quality of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. It's funny that for lay people, hypnosis is only used to put others to sleep in entertainment shows. But by doing this exercise, you will actually be awakening a part of your mind that was dormant. And as a result, you will also be awakening skills, talents, and hidden potentials, those that you never imagined you had at your disposal and that were just waiting to be activated. These internal resources can be used to create the life you truly desire and deserve. If you like this content, leave your like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal development. Turn on the bell to not miss any updates and share this video with someone who could benefit from this technique. Comment below if you've already had experiences with self-hypnosis or if you're going to start practicing this technique from today. Until the next video, and remember, your unlimited potential is just waiting to be unlocked.